So let's get started. My name is Wesley Alexander. I'm from right outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, a town called Cary. A little bit about me. I grew up loving sports, everything about sports, teamwork, playing them, anything. I love sports. My two favorite sports are probably football and basketball. So, my favorite football team is the Carolina Panthers, who unfortunately are not doing very good this year. And my two favorite college teams or my favorite college team outside of Coastal is University of North Carolina Chapel Hill. My goal is to one day take all of my love for sports and put it into my job. Hopefully, marketing, sports marketing is really what I want to get into when I enter the workforce. I chose Coastal Carolina mainly for the program that I'm in, which is the Degree in 3 and More in 4 programs. Basically, I will be getting my bachelor's in marketing in 3 years, and then I'll spend my fourth year here getting my master's in business administration. So I'll be completely done with school in 4 years. Um, I also chose Coastal because of the location. I like spending time at the beach, and then my grandparents live fairly close to here, so I can go see them whenever I want, and then it's not too far for me to go home on a weekend, but my parents are very unlikely to come down and surprise me like on a day or on a regular school day. Um, so I want to dive a little bit into the marketing industry. There's estimated to be about 198,000 businesses employing 355,000 people. Of course, this information is before COVID-19, so these numbers could take a decline once we rebound from COVID. Some of these positions include marketing managers, market research analyst, marketing specialist, advertising promotions, public relations, so on and so forth, all kind of encompass the marketing industry. So there are obviously strengths, weaknesses to any industry, so I kind of want to go over those a little bit. So some strengths of the marketing industry would definitely be market presence. Everybody knows marketing. They knows well, they may not know everything about it, but they know advertising. They know what the main goal of marketing is too. And then adaptability is another one. Um, so there's been 4 stages of marketing and how it's evolved over time. So it started with production based, where it was basically here's the product we made, deal with it, buy it or don't. It's the only product you're gonna get. And then it moved into sales marketing, which was here's why you should buy our product because it's better um, than the rest of them. Marketing, kind of the same thing, buy our product because it's better than competition. And then value based kind of moved into doing something for the customer rather than just you should buy us because we're the best. So we're doing something for you. Here's why you should buy our product. Some weaknesses, financial distress. I mean, any industry especially during COVID-19, is going to experience some financial distress. Many companies have been reporting several losses over the past few quarters. That's going to continue the trend as long as we're still kind of in this rut of COVID. Opportunities. So while we're in this COVID pandemic, companies have the opportunity to readapt how they're going to conduct business, how relearn how consumers are going to buy because obviously we had to change the way that we buy stuff, do stuff during COVID. So kind of learn how to adapt into how they're going to move back into the normal life of how it used to be. And then some threats, intense competition. The marketing industry is very intense. There's a lot of strong companies, local firms, stuff like that. So there's very strong competition. So it's really hard to enter the field as a new company. So I kind of want to dive into one of the major companies of the marketing industry, which is Interpublic Group of Companies. So founded in 1960, Interpublic is basically 90 different companies joined together. The different companies are like advertising agencies, stuff like that, who all some of them work in like design, architect, healthcare, stuff like that. So they all different fields of business. They've combined into one company, and then they um, do different services for other businesses. Um, So, like every other company, Financial Struggles, they reported a net revenue change of minus 12.8% in the second quarter. That was the most recent data that I could find. So, Financial Struggles, just like any other company, could lead to layoffs or um, not as much expansion in the next few quarters or years. And then the competition, WPP, kind of the same thing, just one company who works along the same lines as Interpublic does, similar projects, consulting for different companies and businesses and stuff like that. So now I kind of want to dive into the informational interviews that I conducted. Two interviews, one with Kelly Beach, who is a top-level marketing, who has a top-level marketing position for the city of Raleigh, which is where I currently work as a pool manager and lifeguard. So she basically described that at a top-level job, she has different stuff going on every day. So while it's fun, she has different stuff that she does every day. She doesn't just do advertising or just do public relations and stuff like that. She does a whole bunch of different stuff every day. So it's different roles, which she said that she found really fun, but also can be really tiring. She said the most difficult thing about her position is managing the volume, because she works at a top level position. She's always doing something, and it's a lot of volume of work, which she said was like the most thing that she disliked the least about her job. And then kind of a little bit of advice when you get to a top level position, she said, don't worry about the little details, just focus on the big picture. So worrying about like the small details on a brochure for a marketing campaign or anything like that, don't worry about it. Someone else is going to handle it. You don't have the time to worry about something like that. And then my second interview was with Mr. McDowell, who is a hospital manager for UNC Chapel Hill. So not really in the same field of work that I'm looking to get into, but a manager position is what I would want to do one day. So that's kind of what we talked about. So he discussed that managing or trying to talk to difficult patients when they don't want to listen to you and they're just mad that the wait time was too long or something like that, and trying to help them understand was probably the most difficult thing. And he said that just talking to them, being respectful, trying to get them to listen is the only thing that you can really do. So you just have to be respectful and patient. And then finally, how I want to get into the workforce or the position that I want, internship. So I want to land an internship somewhere. I'm currently looking for one, but haven't really found anything yet. And then getting connected with things like LinkedIn, getting to know people, building my network, I think is going to be really crucial for my success. And then just finding a job at an entry-level position and then just working up the company through there is probably going to be the best thing that I can do. Yeah, that's about it.